Before you choose your pile, I want you to think about your current financial situation. Have you been feeling like no matter how hard you work, the money disappears as quickly as it comes in? Like every time you start making progress, another bill, another expense, or another unexpected situation shows up? If so, today's reading may have a message for you. Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Amy. Whether this is your first time here or if you've been with me for a while, thank you for being here today. I truly appreciate it. Now, today's reading is all about your money glow up. We're going to take a look at what's happening in your financial situation right now, what might be standing in your way, and what opportunities or improvements may be headed your way. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, so not every message will apply to everyone. You may also find that there, more than one pile has a message for you, and that is completely okay. Also, if you enjoy my content and would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing. Today, you have 3 options to choose from. Group 1 is Mending with card number 52. Group 2, you are The Fates with card number 17. And Group 3, you are Breathe with card number 29. Take a moment to see which card is drawing your attention. You might feel drawn to the image, the message, the number, or just have a gut feeling that one of these piles is meant for you. All right? The timestamps for each group can be found in the description box below and in the comments, okay? Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, choose your pile. Let's get started. Hello, my beautiful, handsome group number 1. You are Mending with number 52. That could be of significance, somebody's age perhaps. This number reduces to a 7, so 7 is about manifestation, patience, showing up, doing the work. So I feel like there is recovery in this group, okay? No matter what you've been dealt with, I feel you are fixing something up. This could even be improved credit, right? Yeah, you're fixing, getting back on your feet. A financial recovery of sorts is happening here for this group. All right, so put that in frame. Now, where I want to start off with your Astro dice to get a look at your financial situation overall, and we're going to get your cards out here. Spirit, talk to me about the finances for my group 1. We've got Mars and Sag in the 10th house. Okay, what I see, group 1, is that there are major changes happening in your status. Now, I feel that you are someone that tends to blow through money rather quickly. Sorry, I had to say it, okay? Because I'm getting Mars and Saggy. That's like super poor impulse control. So if that's not the case, that means that there have been things that happened that affected your status in life because things happen rather quickly. There could have been unexpected like restructuring to your career. To some of you could have gone through divorce because 10th house, it's like the severing of a contract, the changing the status from married to divorced, or maybe you even got married and now you went from single to married and there's more financial responsibility. So it's like your life has undergone a major change, and it happened rather quickly, where Mars tends to light things on fire. So something felt like it was on fire in terms of your career, your status, your reputation, and it affected all quadrants in your life, from you, your partner, your family. Okay, so yeah, if that sounds like you, let's keep going. If not, let's still keep going, honey, okay? Spirit, for my group 1, talk to me about their finances. What is their financial glow up looking like? We need a little hope and a prayer over here. Ooh. I just saw wild creation. I'm open to surprises. You know what? I'm going to take these because they just, savings plan. And it caught my eye because it's like, oh, something is like you're skirting around something. Financial literacy. Talk to me about group one and their financial glow up. What is going on currently? What is a challenge for my beautiful, lovely, handsome group one? Cross of faith. Look, didn't I say it's like a balance? And here we have the balance card. Oh my God, this glare is wild. Hold on. Balance. Yeah, sorry for the crappy lighting, y'all. Hopefully I can adjust. All right, hold on. Talk to me about group one and their finances. Lunar magic. You guys, you know what? You are being rescued, honey. Okay. Mystic circle. Connect with ancestral wisdom and have patience on the journey. I am grounded in my path. I feel like there's a solution coming to you, group one. There's improvement here. Now, one of the things around you could be like a freelancer or someone that does things independently. And you might have faced some struggles, or you might currently be dealing with some struggles, because it's saying, allow energy to flow freely than trying to force the outcome. I am open to surprises. You could have been very set in your ways, or you're currently set in your ways to where you think that financial success looks one way, but it's actually pushing you in another direction. But it's like you've been resistant to it, right? Or maybe you haven't had a clear course of action or a clear action plan to make something happen. And a challenge for you is hanging on to your money. You know, I said you tend to blow through money, and here in your challenge position, we have savings plan. It says create a robust savings plan. Set specific goals, automate your savings, and review your progress regularly to stay on track. Now, where you need to lean into is financial literacy. Enhance your financial knowledge, read books, take courses, and stay informed about personal finances to make better decisions and achieve your goals. So, with cross of faith being in your power move or your action to take is balance effort with trust and intention with surrender. I make my dreams real. All right. So if you are someone that has been going in a certain direction and you've been met with resistance, maybe what you're working towards looks differently. This could be maybe sticking to a job that doesn't resonate with you. Maybe it's paying some bills, but maybe it's good pay, but you still can't pay your bills, or you're still having some difficulty because what you're doing for a living isn't in alignment. So you're being asked to find the proper balance, right? All right, let's get more. Spirit, for my group one, talk to me about their current financial energy. What is their current financial energy? Death, you are amidst transition, honey. Two of Wands, at that fork in the road. Do I put this behind me? Do I go in a different direction? Yeah. You're at a fork in the road when it comes to your finances, and it's connected to what you do for a living. King of Pentacles, there's your money, right? How do I make more money? How do I generate more wealth in my life? And is what I'm doing for a living resonating with my goal? Herewith, I'm open to surprises. That's actually the change that you're being advised to lean into as well. Talk to me about savings plan and financial drain here. What is a financial drain for my group one? The Knight of Pentacles. That there's been slow progress when it comes to savings. Perhaps we've been dragging our feet when having to save. For some of you, if saving is not an issue, it happens to be that you had to do some repair, perhaps on a vehicle. Yeah. I don't feel that you're reckless with money, Group one, what I feel is that you had unexpected expenses come at you from different directions. Particularly, this chariot card is standing out to me. And it made me think of dollar bills of currency here. That, you know what, Six of Swords, it's about trips, travel, and healing and recovery, right? Temperance, Chariot, Six of Swords, right? It's like you were trying to keep things in balance, but you had to take a trip, or there was an unplanned expense related to a trip or a vehicle. And now it's taking you a while to get back on your feet. Like you haven't had enough money left over to save, perhaps could be a thing. Knight of Cups. It's like more news on more expenses. For some of you, it could have even been medical stuff with the Temperance card, right? Medical recovery. Some of you might have had surgery with Mars and Sag, right? Medical stuff. Like I said, it just feels like it's been raining on you from all different angles, honey. Okay, hang in there. Hang in there, honey, because good stuff is coming here. Now, your blessing coming in here is financial literacy. So you are learning more about finances. Your financial knowledge is expanding, and it could be that you're taking a course. It could be that you seek out assistance through an institution. All right. And you're making big decisions and better decisions about your financial goals. What's the blessing coming in for my group one? What's the blessing coming in for my group one? The Five of Pentacles. There is alleviation, recovery after a hard time. There is this, like you are paying down a debt. Okay. Like you're getting rid of a debt, I'm getting. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Look at that. Something faded here. Something that feels very lucky. Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands. You know what? Even though you were losing your shit and at your wit's end, almost giving up, throwing in the towel because something was so difficult, you're still making it happen. Now, I'm looking at the images on this card. We've got some pictures on the coat of this person. There is something connected to your history about where you've been, what you've experienced that has been weighing heavy on you. And I feel it's like old debt, old notions of what financial success looks like, old ways of thinking about, this is how we need to do it, or this is how it's always been done, or something like that. But I feel like you're coming into some very good fortune connected to I want to ask, how is it that this change is coming? How is it that this financial blessing is coming in for my group ones? The Ace of Swords is a news or a communication that you're getting. Two of Swords. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower. Interestingly, this, Seven of Pentacles should have been upright, but look, more on choices with the hole in the wall and the window in the wall. That person seems like they're making a choice, right? And this card over here is also about choice. So the blessing coming in is that there's news here that is very fortunate. This could be a letter that you receive, an email, some form of written communication I'm getting is going to bring you good news. And it has to do with a bank, with a reduction of your debt, with approval for a loan, for example. And I'm getting like conditional approval for some of you. Like if you apply for a loan, you might have to take a course in order to get the approval. This is kind of giving those credit cards, the ones that are to improve your credit. What do you call those? Secured credit cards or secured loans or secured, something is secured, it feels like. All right, because I'm getting like a total transformation of your finances, and you will be given a choice. Like, if you want to get approved for something better, because like there's two options. One looks better than the other. This could be like a higher credit limit or a higher credit line or a higher just money coming in. And this one, not so much. You're also learning the difference between what is beneficial and what is not, right? It's like where you were blind before, you're educating yourself. There is favorable news that comes through an institution. I feel strongly it's like a bank or some entity where other money, I don't know, maybe even P2P, that would be like smaller businesses, right? Or big wigs that have money that, is it peer-to-peer lending? Why am I getting that? Okay, well, whatever the case is, know that you will be approved where this blessing is that a financial burden is alleviated. It's being reduced, it's being paid off, or you are getting approved for something that you need. All right. Your power move here is to have faith, but also balance effort with trust and intention with surrender. I make my dreams real. So again, inform yourself, get legal help if necessary. This could even, you know what? I'm just going to put it out here. I'm not giving you any financial or legal advice aside from educate yourself. But some of you might consider bankruptcy as a way to save more of your money, or debt consolidation programs or something like that. Because whatever this is that you inform yourself about, it creates a turning point to where you can breathe again. All right, let's get a little bit more here. What is the power move or the action my group ones should take here? 7 of Pentacles. Pace yourself, okay? Consider the options, but be patient. This is not going to happen overnight. All right? This turnaround is not going to happen overnight. You have to put it into something, and it might not be easy. All right? Here with Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, you know, I would advise against compromising something that you own. Like, it could be as basic as pawning something, going to a pawn shop and you know, selling your valuables. Don't, you know, try not to make risky financial moves like that. Or something even bigger would be like giving up your car to get some money, or giving up your house to get some money. Like, no, try not to do that, okay? There has to be other ways, because I feel like with this 7 of Pentacles and the Cross of Faith, it's like you do have options, but go for the one that, even though it's going to maybe be a minute or take a while, or you have to go through, like, what is it like when you file for bankruptcy? Don't they make you take some course on financial literacy before you can even do that? Or do you do that and then you take the course? I'm not sure how that works, but it's something like that. It's something conditional with the Ace of Swords, right? And this institution. So your action here is to compare, right? Compare. Even though it's going to take me longer to pay something off, for example, it's safer than doing something short term and risking losing something because I can't pay it back on time, or something like that. Okay? So yeah, that is your action. Inform yourself and weigh the pros and the cons. Now, in your near future here, with lunar magic, it says connect with the natural cycles of the moon and attract what you want. I sync with nature. Some of you might be into manifestation, right? New moon intentions, for example, is what I'm getting here. So it's a mix of witchy and it's a mix of practicality here. Practical magic. All right. What is the near future looking like for my group? For my group ones, what's the near future looking like? The 2 of Pentacles, more on choices, more on juggling your finances. What does the near future look like? The 3 of Swords. You might have to tough it a little bit, honey. Not gonna lie. Okay. What does a near future look like? I got the Six of Wands. They were all meant to be upright. There is victory coming. Now, I did get, since we did see it in the reverse, there could be a little bit of shame or humiliation or trying to be very discreet about this, right? Maybe not, people don't know that you're struggling with your finances, or maybe you're hiding this from your significant other, because I'm getting that you're someone that really cares about your status and reputation. I mean, who doesn't? But for you, maybe in the position that you're in, it matters even more so. But the next few, the near future looks like there is a heart-wrenching decision, it feels like, that you have to make, but it's going to lead to success. Now, I want to ask what that decision is. Spirit, what is this decision here with a Two of Pentacles with a Three of Swords? It's like the need to sacrifice something to make something else happen. What is that decision that is being made here? The Devil. Oh, you're going to have to sacrifice something that has been eating away at your finances, right? This, maybe giving up a habit of yours, right? Something that you like to indulge in. For example, it could be a guilty pleasure, right? Like, because the financial drain over here is Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. But for some of you, maybe it is indulging in eating out or excess drink. Give me one more for the drainage or the blockage over here. The Lovers, it is about choice too. Some things have happened outside of your control. Queen of Pentacles, maybe trying to live beyond your means, like spending on money on things that you don't really need. That's another thing with the Devil. When we want something that we don't need, or we obsess over something. So what your next few days, why do I keep saying the next few days? In the near future, from whenever you're watching this, you will have to sacrifice something that you find very pleasurable, that you really love, and give it up so that this can find you. Give it up so that this can give you a new opportunity, right? Because your blessing here is that there is going to be something good, but in order for it to happen, you do need to make a little bit of a sacrifice. It could even be like litigation, or going through the courts, or going through an institution, but you meet your end of the bargain, and it should be okay. All right, but I do see recovery here. Now, I want to pull some tea leaves so we can close out your reading, or anything else that you might need to hear. Not necessarily close it out just yet. Spirit, anything else that my group 1 needs to hear about their finances? Look at that. This green one is standing out to me. Love. And that's too many. We'll leave that one because it stayed on top of the bow. So for some, there is a connection to something that you love and value that you might need to give up, right? With the... Why am I getting that? Yeah, I'm getting overindulgence here for this group. We've got Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations, and it fell here on top of you are highly thought of with a bow. So this is a group that really cares a lot about your status, reputation, how you're seen. And here with the dagger falling on top of the bow and love, and when we saw the Six of Wands in the reverse, you combine all that together, and you might feel like you are a little ashamed that maybe you have less money to work with, right? Maybe you're someone that is used to going out and having a good time, and you might not have as much money to work with because you are working on a financial responsibility. But know that here with a bag, something important such as a new job or a raise, wishbone, a wish is granted. And then with the tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. All right. Here with the dagger and that, I'm getting, don't do something risky. Like I said, I'm getting for some of you, you might be prone to being overly impulsive Okay, don't put yourself in a position to where you can lose your stability for some money, because no amount of money is worth losing your home or losing your car or losing something essential like that. Because things happen unexpectedly, you can run the risk. And I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen, but why would you want to put yourself in a position to where this can happen? Right? Like, just try to find other resources before you do something drastic, something drastic, okay? Regardless, friends, that is what I see here. I do want to close out your reading with some actual advice here from Life Happens, because life be happening, honey. Spirit, what advice and guidance do you have for my group 1? What advice do you have for them? Humility, and it came out in the reverse. What is it with you and how you're seeing group 1? Be humble, honey. Okay, it's for your own good. I say that with love. Who cares? Who cares that you won't be able to buy the latest fashions right now? Who cares that you can't buy the best phone right now? Handle your business, okay? We got laughter here. Being more humble will set you more, to be more free, to have more good times in store. You are preparing here. Truth. Be honest. You're finding the truth about something. This tree here takes a while to grow. But if you continuously nurture, you're going places. I just noticed that this looks like a volcano, and you know what? It's like being forged in the fire. This is growing, or it looks like a cut off tree that is, or even like the top of a mountain, because look at the clouds here. This tree grew in the middle of this mountain, maybe in a difficult circumstance. You discovering that perhaps you've been spending too much money on food and drink, or having a little too much fun, has maybe blocked off your ability to nurture yourself or to grow, okay? I mean, take this how it resonates for you. If you are someone that has been trying to keep up with the Joneses and you haven't been able to, and you've gotten yourself in debt just to keep up a facade, then that's what's coming to the surface so that you can put an end to it. Now, we did come up with humility in the reverse, which is about not really being humble. Maybe you've been a little bit showy, okay? And it's like you're curbing it now. If you are someone that you're ashamed to ask for help, for example, know that when you ask for help, you will feel a lot lighter, a lot more freer, because you're realizing the truth about your situation. And this is what allows you to grow, right? So that you can nurture yourself, you can nurture your finances again. I see it's a positive message overall, group 1. Yeah, that's what I have for you. If this reading resonates for you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best. Hang on to your money. Allow yourself to be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 2. My beautiful handsome lovelies. You chose this card. Number 17 with the fates. I feel that there is something good happening for this group. It's giving recovery. It's giving a stroke of good luck. Some of you could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. Yeah, I'm getting very good recovery, healing when it comes to your financial situation. You're going to feel very blessed. Okay, and we've got Capricorn in the 9th house. North Node in Capricorn in the 9th house. Another thing that I was getting for this group right before I rolled your astro dice is law enforcement, the justice system, working with those that are not seen, or misrepresented, underrepresented groups also. So here in the 9th house, North Node in the ninth house with Capricorn. I'm getting there could be legal matters involved in this group, or that's where your calling is, where to get help. Okay. Saturn is about structure of stability. I'm getting the card for the, what do you call it, the wisdom of the oracle. The building blocks is coming to mind. So it's structure. Now, some of you have incurred legal fees or legal matters. That could be what's going on, right? You have to pay down some things. Having can't talk for shit. You're having to pay down stuff connected to legal fees or to higher education, like college loans, that type of thing. Spirituality, religion, right? Like your dreams, your goals for the, your vision on world cultures and things. Because I'm also getting like foreign countries being a thing. Maybe your heart is set on going to a foreign country. Prior to this is the second time that I try to do your reading. Prior to this, I had rolled Venus and Gemini in the 12th house. So for some of you, I feel like it is a mix of two sets of people watching. One of the groups it's your mind is your money maker, right? Your thoughts, if you are someone that is a creative, working with people like charities and underserved populations or forgotten populations like the jail system, mental health asylums, right? Because it's like whatever you say or do, who you are is meant to heal others, and you can make a living from that if you're not doing that already. All right, that's a side message. Let's get into your reading, honey. Yes. All right, Spirit, for the lovely, beautiful, handsome group number 2, talk to me about their finances. What is the financial glow up for this group? Got my mind on my money. Okay, universal design. What is the energy here, the financial glow up for my group 2s? Rhythm of life for my group 2. Talk to me about their financial glow up. Heartfelt petition. For someone so, well, it makes sense with the 9th house in the North Node. Very spiritual, but at the same time grounded. Professional networking. Okay. Excuse me. For my group 2s, workplace relationships. Back of the deck, we've got seeing the beauty. Complex patterns align to create great beauty. When you see clearly, I visualize a divine plan. So, you know how I said the 9th house is about your vision, right? Your world views, your political views even. So there is a plan in your mind that you are trying to bring to fruition, okay? Like restructuring, reworking something. Even here in this card, universal design. See yourself as part of a sacred web, giving life to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. The North Node is following our destiny, our life path. And in the 9th house, it is a path of spirituality, of enlightenment, of seeking this higher, and I know you came here for a money reading and you're not here to listen to all this woo-woo, but I'm getting to it, okay? Because what I'm getting here is that even if you are a hardcore realist, and maybe you're not hardcore because you are watching a tarot reading on your finances, honey. So there's that. But I'm getting how you're seeing yourself. It's like you want to build something to give to others, to expand the life, with universal design. What I'm trying to say here, oh my gosh, in my brain, it's giving all this firing information, right? Firing thoughts, words, that you are someone that is meant to work with people that are seen, people that are unseen, people that are served and entitled to people that are underserved and neglected. That's who you are in your essence. You are maybe a very, if you had the money, group two, you would be a philanthropist, or, I can't even say that word, but a philanthropist. Okay. It sounds weird to me. Philanthropy, philanthropine. Sorry, it's the Mexican in me. Bear with it. So, yeah, the philanthropist, altruistic, all these things. You're fancy, okay? Whether you feel fancy or not, you are. But the thing about you, group two, is that you're very humble, honey. Okay. Even when you get to this big, you have a big destiny to fulfill in this lifetime. Let me just say, okay. You are someone that is important. There are systems that are going to be built around the way your mind works, or around, you see patterns before anybody else does. And that is a gift. And you're going to make your mark on this world and market that gift. Somebody's name could be Mark. Okay. Excuse me. Anyways, so yeah, you're collaborating with spirit to serve humanity, to serve the higher realms. All right. What has been a challenge for you is following the rhythm of life. It says, feel manifestation as a sacred dance with the universe. I move in time with spirit. The thing is that for a time you had strayed away from your spirituality to focus on the material. And that's where you've landed in hot water. The thing is, because you are a being of light, group two, you will be rescued and redirected to the path that is based on spirituality. At the same time, you're going to make a living from it. You're going to turn this around. The thing is, your blessing comes in from working with spirit to receive in divine timing. Ask from your heart, what do you truly want? All right. You're expressing gratitude for what you have and even for what you don't have. Let's build the rest of your reading. Spirit, for my group twos. Man, that took me a minute to get to this. Some of you are fighting it. It's like you're debating on how spiritual you are or what spiritual path you should pursue. You're like, you know what? Spirituality doesn't pay the bills, honey. I know, I get it, but make some time for it. Your third eye is awakening, or you are awoken already, but you kind of shut your eyes for a minute. Okay. We have got the Seven of Cups. We've got the World. Look at that. You got some big destiny shoes to fill. Okay. We've got the High Priestess. You are psychic. You are intuitive. Welcome healers. Welcome tarot readers. Okay. We've got Four of Cups. Back of the deck, we got the Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. The Magician reversed. All this is reversed, honey. What the hell? You know what? You're kind of afraid here, the Mob and the Devil. I feel some of you might be someone that has been in corporate for a long time. You've been a part of the corporate world for a long time, and you're finding your way towards spirituality, and you're afraid of being judged, right? The Devil and the Mob. Right. Some people might not agree with your spirituality. I did a pick a card reading recently on my channel called Your Spiritual Gifts. You might want to check it out in case you're curious, right, what your spiritual gifts are. So I feel that you might be one of the groups that chose where this theme came out. Because we got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, the Magician reversed, and the 7 of Wands reversed. It's giving resistance. It's giving resistance to stand up for your beliefs on spirituality, your resistance to break the norm or break tradition, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And some of you come from ancestry or a lineage of spiritual beings, or you come from a lineage of people that have always been like Wall Street or something like that, very practical. Maybe that's why you feel like there is resistance and opposition to you manifesting what you want in terms of your financial things. What I'm getting at is that you're not making enough money because you are away from your path, honey. There, I said it in a nutshell. So if you feel confused by where you are in life right now or what your purpose is, consider your options, right? Consider what's organic to what's not organic. Also, on a side note, some of you are working on creating, maybe you're putting something out in writing as far as leading a holistic lifestyle, leading an alternative lifestyle, leaning in your faith to manifest things, right? Or you are someone that is at the crossroads between this is spiritual versus this is marketable. Where is a fine line? Where is the ethics in this? Where's the moral in this, right? And that's why you might feel overwhelmed by where to go with this. Now, as far as your financial situation itself, what's been holding you back here is, again, you're kind of stuck in transition between the spiritual and the tangible, or the corporate to the non-corporate, doing things your own way. Let's find out a little bit more. Tell me about the rhythm of life here with the world. Why is this a challenge? Temperance, yeah, you're finding that proper balance between spiritual and business because of mob mentality, because it goes against what you were raised, perhaps. All right, now your blessing coming in here is your psychic gifts will lead you to manifest, right? And it's not even about your psychic gifts. It's just trusting your intuition that you're following the right path. Now, this card is reminding me of that show, The Masked Singer. Some of you could be singers or you're connected to music. And what we have here is a priestess, a high priestess, clothed in some rocker wardrobe. This card also indicates that this singer really feels the feels and vibes with the music and vibes and has this confidence in herself. She's delivering a strong message. Some of you, you're using your voice, your abilities to generate wealth that way. And some of you, what you're getting is an opportunity to showcase your talents. Maybe you've been hidden in the shadows. Maybe you've been hiding your talents. Maybe not intentionally. Maybe opportunity hadn't arisen. But what I do see here is that it's coming for you because you are grateful for what you have and even for what you don't have, because you believe that divine timing is everything. There is a shift in your mindset about this. One more. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. You've been ruminating, thinking about how everything works, how the universe works, how money magic, money manifestations, all the things, how what you are growing, what you are giving your time and energy into will lead to this big success, to where you're not going to be struggling with your finances anymore. But it is a game of patience and waiting. Waiting, but doing the work. Because I'm getting from your thoughts here, look at that little plant, and over here she's collecting an apple. You want to collect your rewards over here, group 2. But it's like there's still a little bit of a waiting game. It is divine timing. I know that you're asking about your money situation or what you can expect as far as your finances. Hopefully you're not in a struggle. And if you are in a financial pinch, I would say pick one of the other two groups. Because this one feels like you're not struggling financially to that degree, or like you're without. This is about your money glow up, what changes you are going to experience next. So if you are feeling like your head is underwater when it comes to your money, then yeah, definitely pick one of the other two groups. Because this is more about the waiting game and finding your voice in the world and finding what you're good at and how you can improve, because of what you're doing here. Maybe you clicked this reading out of curiosity, honey, right? Maybe so. So, it's interesting because it's like, okay, well, maybe you're someone that works now, right? And you're tapping into a side hustle of maybe you start reading tarot cards or something like that, or you're working on something creative on the side. But this creative thing that you're doing is actually going to be very influential to mankind, right? And I know that sounds very dramatic, but what I mean to say with that is that you're meant to reach the masses here with the Seven of Cups. The thing is that things are taking a while for you because you are concerned about the integrity of things. You're not just putting stuff out there because you want to make a buck or two. No, you're putting something out there because it matters to you, because it feels like it's a part of your destiny. And I feel that this group, you're going to be at the right place at the right time in divine timing, because something that you're working on now, you're nurturing your skills, your talents, it will pay off. And this opportunity will align itself when you're ready. Okay? So now your power move here with the Four of Cups, don't ignore the professional side of things. It says, build and maintain a professional network, attend events, join professional groups, and stay connected with industry peers to create opportunities. Excuse me. Yeah, put yourself out there, connect with others. Some of you might feel a bit overwhelmed by like who to connect to. But it's like, okay, seek out groups, right? People that believe in what you believe. Yeah, nurture those relationships around you, because as your power move with the Four of Cups is don't ignore. And if you connect with others, you won't be ignored either, right? If you stay to yourself and you don't seek out these professional connections, then you might get lost in the sauce. People won't see you. Or you won't see people that you could help. Right? So yeah, connect to others. I feel that you are going to take heed on this advice, honey, and you're building, maintaining a professional network. It doesn't have to be professional in the sense that it's just corporate, but it could be like professional astrologers, professional tarot readers, okay? Professional writers, whatever is your cup of tea. Yeah, don't ignore the people around you, because you might find that you actually have a lot in common with people in your same industry. Or you might even get to know people by attending these events or putting yourself, even it doesn't have to be a physical event. It could even be like an online community of where you get to bounce ideas off one another with these people that you meet, right? Of course, if you do it in person, it does feel a whole lot more organic, or you get more. For some people, not everybody's different. But yeah, put yourself in the way of meeting with others. Now, I do want to see why you got the Four of Cups, though, of all the cards you could have gotten. Right? The Eight of Cups, okay. Oh. Because it requires you taking a leap of faith, right? I love this deck with the Unveiled Tarot, because it actually goes deeper into the meaning of the imagery, right? Typically, we see the Eight of Cups where it's like somebody's walking away. Here, we have somebody diving into the abyss. There's people around, but this person's ready to jump off this. That looks like a pool. The perception is everything. Right? These people don't look like they're in their swimming suits. This guy's wearing his little swimming trunks there. At least it's reminding me of someone jumping off a diving board. So you're diving into the unknown or diving into something new. You're finding what truly fills you, because from the Eight of Cups, we go to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, happiness. All right? Four of Cups energy is boredom, being just another person, another face in the crowd. And here with the Eight of Cups, it's like, no, it's not filling for me anymore. Now I need to go and find what suits me. Okay. Now your finances in the short-term future is workplace relationships. Foster positive relationships at work. Be respectful, collaborate effectively, and support your colleagues to create a harmonious work environment. But look at his face. You're showing up, you're doing the things. With the Page of Pentacles here, yeah, doing the work, showing up, learning, really focusing on creating, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I keep losing my train of thought in this group. But you're really working on learning more about your trade, about your craft, about what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see that this could even indicate, carve some time. Carve some time so that you can invest into this big creation that you're working on. And I just saw this face, right? The face on here is too funny. It's just like two little holes and a badly shapen nose and a mouth, right? It's just the initiation here, or the initial stage of this model's face. So you're still working out what the future holds for you. You're taking a small time and investing it into a creative project, perhaps, or art, but you're still showing up and doing, for example, your traditional job, right? You're respectful, you're still getting along with others, but I see you taking maybe a class to work on your skill. Four of Wands, yeah, because eventually you will reach a milestone or a goal in this profession or in this whatever it is that you're doing. Right? It's going to give you a sense of accomplishment. So, group 3 in this, for you guys, I don't feel a whole lot centered around your actual financial situation, like in a sense of urgency, but more like, all right, I'm going with the flow. I'm working on the energies. I've got a lot of options, a lot of creative talents and abilities, and I feel that this fated thing is a part of your destiny. So it doesn't feel like it is an immediate sense of urgency. Mm-hmm. Now, for those of you that want to lean less, where you're like, Amy, this is not resonating because, I'm not that spiritual, or I'm not a tarot reader, or, all right, then let's take it into the non so spiritual context. Your financial situation could be a bit confusing because you feel like there's a lot of things that you want to do, but perhaps you have to give payments to things to sustain you, right? Like I need to spend money on taking good care of myself. This is, buying good quality food, doing your best to make your finances stretch. Well, I mean, everybody has that nowadays, right? But in your challenge position here, Temperance in the World is telling me that perhaps you need to scale back your spending to make it work. Rhythm of cycle here. For some of you, it can literally mean like cut back on your travel, cut back on your drinking or well, not drinking. That sounds terrible, right? But I mean like doing things that are excess for you. Like if you are someone that you feel like you are struggling financially, then it's time to curb your expenses, right? Maybe buying generic instead of brand name. Just an example. And what's coming in for you, or the blessing here, is that there could be some unexpected good news on something that you've been waiting on for a while, maybe the last 7 months. You've been waiting on resolution. a secret prayer that you've said about your financial situation, and I see this, then you start seeing the little initial sprouts of this. It's not fully ready for you to collect your, what do you call it, to reap the rewards yet, but at least you're getting there. Or there is some indication here that maybe you are someone that has been saving and it's been a challenge for you, but you've been showing up and doing the work. And now it's like you start to see improvements. Whatever the case is in your financial situation, it is a healing. All right. Now, what you're being advised to do here with your action card is to step away from this overwhelming sense of, I hate it here, not hate it, but like I hate like that I don't have enough. Like I feel like my head is underwater, or I'm up to my neck in bills, or that, right? With professional networking, it's like maybe it's time to go and seek out a new job. Maybe it's time to leave that job that doesn't pay you enough money, that has you constantly feeling like you are just another number there, another employee ID. Okay. Maybe you work for a big organization where you don't feel seen. Group 2, okay, if you're not, someone that considers yourself too spiritual, right? Or there's no such thing, first of all, as being too spiritual. But if you're someone that you don't resonate as being, psychic, tarot reader, et cetera, then yeah, it could mean that you feel like you're not being seen by your employer. And it's not even paying you enough money. You're like, you know what? I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul at this point, honey. What I'm going to do? It's time to walk on, honey, and go seek opportunities. All right. In the near future, some of you could get a job offer that is more in alignment with you, that will pay you more, because you will have this sense of stability that you've been longing for. All right. So that's what your near future looks like in your money, honey. I hope that resonated for you. That one took me a minute. Let's get you some advice. Spirit, what is the advice for my group 2s? Tried as I might, I could not steer away from stuff. Okay. We got gamble. Yeah. Take a gamble. Take your chances. Anxiety, even if you're anxious, don't let anxiety hold you back. Say less. Yeah, say less, honey. Say less. Responsibility. What's that saying? The path to got freedom at the back of the deck. There's a saying, and by the way, I'm very bad with sayings, so sometimes I'll fuck them up, and I do apologize, but I'm trying to remember. The road to damnation was paved by good intentions. Or is it the road to salvation? No, I think it's like when you're traveling the road and you end up somewhere messed up, it's because, you had good intentions, but something went left along your journey there. Okay. So look, what I want you to know is, or what the Spirit wants you to know is that there's a risk that you're taking. And even though you're anxious, maybe don't talk about it so much, right? Maybe don't listen to the naysayers, and take responsibility for your own path, your own decision, because you will be supported along the way. Here it's making me think of fire, and from hell to heaven, and heaven is holding its hands out for you. So again, you're being rescued from a difficult situation where you're doing the responsible thing, pacing yourself, having faith above all. And that is where you're going to find this sense of freedom, right? Release yourself. Whoa, man, this reading is longer than I intended. Group 2, thanks for watching. If this reading resonated for you, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group 3. You chose this card, Breathe, with number 29. Some of you, that could be somebody's age. 29 reduces to 11, which is a masterful number. So this could be one of my spiritual groups. Okay. Hey. So what I'm getting is relief. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Just have faith that things will turn around. But okay, it's not giving overnight relief, but it's giving relief. Okay. Like, you're going to be okay. You are. Trust the process. First of all, stop panicking. Stop panicking, my lovely group 3s. Now, throw your astro dice and find out a little more about your financial situation. We have got the first house, which is the self, in Taurus, self-care, and then we've got Mercury. Mercury in Taurus in the first house. Pace yourself, breathe. Interesting, because Gemini does use air, and in the first house, it's like, remember to breathe. Remember also what you put in your body affects you. It affects your mind too. So yeah, maybe you are practicing breathing exercises. You might be someone that struggles with anxiety. Also, there could be expenses or news communication around material goods, right? Financial responsibilities having to do with travel, communication, vehicle stuff, phone stuff, internet stuff, all the stuffs, okay? Excuse me. Now, let us get your oracle cards out here. Spirit, for the beautiful, handsome group 3, talk to me about their financial situation. What is their financial glow up? For the lovely, handsome group 3, we have got Heavenly Embrace. Talk about transformation with that big ass butterfly, honey. Okay, what is the glow up financially speaking for my group 3s? We got financial goals. Oh, okay, we got answers revealed and illuminated vision. This could be side message here. I will put them back in the deck, but it says, I reach my full potential. Spirit speaks in silence. All right. So you're being asked to sit with self so that you can connect to spirit, and spirit can help answer those questions and ailments you've got on your mind. Spirit, for my group 3s, talk to me about their financial glow up. Professional networking. Maybe you picked group 2. That card came out there. We've got side hustle. Last card. Which one I want? Nope, keep going. Thank you. And we've got transform limits. Okay, another card of transformation. Breaking through something. Back of the deck, debt reduction. Okay, golden map. Cross of faith. Back of the deck energies is golden map. When you align your desires with spirit's plan, you are truly blessed. I fulfill my true purpose. Giving divine alignment. Divine alignment. All right. Your energy right now is, you will never lose your way, for all paths will lead you back home. My angels guide me. All right. So this is a very strong faith group. Okay. Like you believe in the divine answering your calls for help. Some of you, part of the issue with your situation here is that you have failed to set financial goals, or maybe you haven't implemented a timeline or set up a timeline for wanting to, like a time frame for you to achieve a goal of yours. And as such, maybe you've deviated from your plan, or you have failed to reach certain objectives or certain timelines for fulfilling what you want. Maybe you were someone that believed that, God, the universe is going to put me where I need, when I need. And it's like, well, you got to put a little bit of elbow grease in it, honey. Not saying that you haven't been doing that, but it is giving someone that believes that you'll always be taken care of, which is good. But again, you have to set some goals here if you want to achieve something within a certain time frame. Now, what I want you to know is that you are going to be coming into contact with industry peers or people that share your same beliefs, or they are a part of your background, right? Of financial, not financial, but profession, right? They are a part of your profession. That is who you're connecting to. And it's going to open the doors for more opportunities. Some of you might consider earning additional income from something that you're good at, right? A marketable skill, a hobby that turns into a way of making extra money. All right. And it's finding the time, managing the time effectively to keep this in balance for you. And that's what's going to change things. Okay. So let's get into your tarot, Spirit, for my group threes. All right. We have got the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Talk to me about group three. What has been holding them back, or what has been draining their finances here? The Ace of Pentacles. What has been draining my group threes? Well, I already answered that one. What am I saying? Oh yeah, what's the blessing coming in for my group threes? What's the blessing? The Eight of Swords. Okay. What is the blessing here? Goodness gracious. What actions should they lean into here with side hustle? What is their next action move, or move? What is their next move here? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What is their next course of action? Any day now. You ain't sure, are ya? You're not sure what you want to do on the side. Hold on. Here it is. We got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. Well, we're going to turn its ass right side up. All right. Now, what does the near future look like? We have got the World. No, Judgment. We got Judgment. Okay. Back of the deck, we've got the High Priestess with the Two of Swords. I said, you're not sure what to do, are you? Okay, Three of Cups. Okay. So some of you are doubting your intuition, when if you were to follow your intuition, it would lead you down a happier path. Some of you have been delaying things or waiting a bit too long, right? Overthinking something perhaps. Now, your current energy here is that perhaps you've been very giving to others, right? Other people ask for your time and your energy, and it's draining you. I don't feel that this is a group that is really financially struggling. Like, I mean, you're not where you want to be financially, but you're someone that has a good head on your shoulders. You're very logical. Got Queen of Swords there. You're someone that's very logical, but at the same time, your heart tends to be very overgiving. And if you are someone that resonates as having a financial plan, or you've set financial goals, what has been happening is that you've been dishing out money or resources to people that ask for your assistance. Part of the issue here, group 3, is that you're going to have to learn to say no. All right? Put your limits up. Be like, I ain't no ATM. Okay. Are my initials ATM? Never mind, because they can be, right? ATM can be your initial, but okay. Do not, right? Set your boundary up. It's like I see you getting real with yourself about where you have been overgiving. And it's like, yes, my angels guide me to be a good person, but also there's a fine line there between being generous and being reckless with your money, even if it's for a good cause. Now, stick to your plan, right? If you're someone that wants to reach your goals, the main thing is create that reserve or that goal. If your goal is to invest, keep investing and then lock it down. Do not for anything tap into that money unless it's an absolute emergency, right? But it's like, get more specific. Where do you want to be, a year from now, 5 years from now? That type of plan. Why is this coming through as the advice? The Fool. Because I did get this energy of maybe you've been a little reckless, a little careless with your money. You're relying a lot on, I have faith that, God's going to give me the money that I need, or the universe is going to bless me with the opportunity that I need. And it's like, that's great to have that belief, but also don't just let the divine do it for you. Right? Take action. Your blessing here is that there's going to be an opening, a window of opportunity that comes in that is through other people with professional networking. Your blessing here is that you will be able to attend events or join groups or stay connected within the industry that you currently work in to make opportunities for yourself that way. Now, an example is, for example, if you're looking for employment, right? Or maybe you think, maybe it's time for me to go and make some more money somewhere else. I've got enough experience. Maybe it's time for me to do my own thing. I've got enough experience, right? Because it's talking to me like you are someone that does have experience. We've got the 9 of Pentacles over here, honey. So you're not a beginner. But maybe what is new for you is going your own way. Stepping into something unknown, a new job environment, a new, with side hustle, it's maybe you're stepping into a new, how can I put this? You're not new to whatever new opportunity you're going for. I see a new environment, and I even see a side hustle or a side thing becoming a full-time thing eventually. Now is your window to do it in the near future, right? From now to the near future to whenever you feel it's right for you. After, maybe save a little bit of money. For example, if you're going to go do your own thing, right? Your own business, set up some money, a savings, have an action plan, all right? Come up with a plan with, these are my options. This is what I'm going to do. And if this goes to shit, this is what I'm going to do. Sorry, I curse a lot. But yeah, if things don't work out for me in this field or in this environment, I'm not going to be stressed out if I don't like the people that I'm working with, or if I don't like that somebody lied about what my duties were going to be. But whatever the reason, right? You have a backup plan in case it falls through, this new thing that you're doing. And it's like you're out there creating a network, and this creating of the network is what leads to multiple things, right? Like, you know what? I didn't like the new job that I signed up for, so I'm leaving. Do you have opportunities over there? And it's like this person or this group of people that you met at an event will turn out to be your key to get you out of a situation where you have been overthinking, you've been limiting yourself, all right? Something like that. Now, what you're being asked to do here is to explore additional income by the means of marketing on your talents and your skills, because you are someone that is very talented. You're very good and you could make money from what you do. Some of you could work or be drawn to working in fashion, okay, or creating jewelry. I'm getting a lot of Venus energy here, maybe because I saw Taurus, but it's giving Venus and Leo coming through as well. The signs, though, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries. So yeah, but I feel like you're a pioneer in something that could be rather marketable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's new for you, but it's an old skill. Mm-hmm. What else? Yeah, you're managing your time to work on your craft on the side, and also fulfilling your duties at your job. I always joke with my friends about because I do have a full-time job, and it takes up quite a bit of time, honey. Let me just say, it takes up time on the weekends sometimes when I need to document, but lately changing things up. But anyways, I do have a full-time job Monday through Friday. And that's why I post content usually on the weekends, even though the videos drop throughout the week when I have time. And I tell my friends, oh my gosh, if I had more time, I would dedicate more time to my stripper job. And they laugh. They're like, what the hell, right? At first. And I was like, well, I consider tarot my stripper job because, I do have private clients, right? I do offer paid readings, and I do make a nice amount of additional income that I didn't have if I didn't work. I make more money on those tarot readings than I would to get a part-time job, say at, anywhere. If I worked just a few hours, I would still make more on a day of tarot readings than I would at working 5-6 days a week at a part-time job after my non-stripper job. Right. So it's this kind of situation that is coming to mind for me. Excuse me. Eventually, I would love to be a full-time content creator. Y'all help a girl out. Know what I mean? So I can quit stripping. Okay. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Are you going to do something like that? Something is worth the investment. So you can get a handle on your financial debt, because there's more money to be made by doing something on the side. Okay, promote your services if you already do this. Now, your outcome overall here is with transform limits. Allow spirit to take away doubts, fears, and attachments. I change my life with ease. So you're not resisting change. This in turn, with judgment, is going to allow for your rebirth, your awakening, to really lean into what you're meant to do here. Right? It's a breakthrough. It is enlightenment. It is understanding what you're meant to do and why you're meant to do it. It feels quite transformative. I don't get like this is an overnight, or if this is a very immediate, near future type of thing, right? Even though it's in the near future position, but it is starting to do the transformation part of it. Give me one more here. What's coming in the near future? We have got the Three of Pentacles. Work on building. Interesting looking individuals, okay? So yeah, work on learning more. Leaning into this more. Networking. It points again to networking. And here with the Emperor, stand on business, honey. Overcome that fear. Overcome that anxiety that has been delaying your progress. And you'll be surprised at the amount of stability that can be generated by you learning to connect with others. If you're someone that is, for example, a tarot reader, maybe start posting your content online or start creating something, start taking private clients. Okay, start somewhere. And if you've been doing this, maybe put in a little bit more time towards that you want to see more of or to grow and expand. Okay, because I feel like you have a strong purpose in this lifetime, group 3. And you are freeing yourself from a restrictive situation or a situation where you felt blocked off or like you couldn't see the way ahead or you weren't sure whether you could trust what you're seeing. All right. I want to pull some tea leaves for any additional insight. Spirit, for my group 3s. What is happening? All right. August, dog barking. Ooh. We got Valley that fell. And then, I know this one for sure. Well, look at that. I think I'll just take them. We've got August. Wealth. And then Valley is deep personal strength and peace. That assures success. And then here with dog barking, we've got advice from a friend. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And then we've got Dark Man, dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. We've got the month of June, which is now at the time of this reading, and then we've got March. So these months could be of significance for you. Maybe they're your birthday month. Or this is pointing to the time frames where you can see alignment, expansion, or changes, okay? Because August is giving me like, okay, in August, you're going to start seeing changes. But with June, you know what? Doesn't this look similar with Breathe, Girl with long hair, and then the angel here with long hair? Breathe, and then the flowers. So I feel that March, August, and June are turning point months where you're going to start to see changes. Or maybe since the month of March, you've been seeing changes where there's an increase in your spirituality, there's an increase in your wealth, or that's the new mindset. That's what you're going to bring more of. But the strongest advice to avoid holding yourself back is to set your boundaries here to where you are not spending your time and energy focused on something else or getting distracted or rescuing someone from, financial implications. Because I'm also getting here in this image of the Six of Pentacles, someone that is very generous and giving, but to the point that they sacrifice their own time. And it's time to cut that out, right? Make time for what you want to build and market on and eventually make money from. All right. Now, let's get you some advice, Spirit, for my group 3s. Talk to me. What advice do you have for them? Even though I feel like I've been giving you advice already, honey. Okay. We've got longing. What is the advice? Two-faced. What is the advice for my group 3? Love. What is the advice for my group 3? Crisis. I'm getting the term pennies from heaven. That might be of significance for someone here. Envy. Okay. All right. What you're being advised to do here is to really pay attention. Maybe get an astrology reading, work with spirit in terms of timing of things. With two-faced and love and crisis, you're being asked to consider what you truly love. Are you gonna go up there, or are they gonna come up to you? Like, okay, it's people. I'm getting distraction also here with envy and crisis. Crisis and envy. There could be, this is a side message for some of you. If you find that your time is being compromised or jeopardized, this could be because someone is envious or doing things intentionally to delay your progress. Okay, it's like you're always needing to rescue someone out of situations, and it's giving like, no more. Do not rescue people. Let them figure it out. Focus on you, on your path. Otherwise, you're never going to have time, especially if you already have, say, a full-time job, or you already have a full life, and you're trying to get a little bit of time to do the things that you want to do. Okay. And if not doing it is also affecting your finances. Okay. Because you are meant to build wealth from a talent or a skill of yours. And if you have no time to dedicate to that talent or skill, it's going to go to waste, right? It's going to go to waste, and you're not going to accomplish the things that you could. Here with the fox and the dog, there is a clever friend of yours that is going to give you some practical advice to help you. It could be the Stark Man, for example. And here with Weeping Willow, this could be the advice is coming from someone that has issues with family, or comes from a broken family, or something about maybe who they are. This could be like a grief counselor or someone like that deals with family matters, family law, family something. That's how you'll know who this person is. Okay, they could be born in the month of June, or the ones that I mentioned before. I already put them away. June, August, and March, I think it was. Yeah. All right, friends, that is what I have for you, honey. If you found this reading insightful, if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more like them, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.